Namaste to all the students. I, JVN Dr. Ekta Rana, Assistant Professor of English in Faculty of Education and Methodology. I welcome you in the lecture of Introduction to English Literature. Today I will continue with the types of literature. Okay, as we have discussed in our previous lecture, the types of literature. Now, some of the popular categories of books and stories in literature. Today we will discuss categories of books and stories in literature. Okay, now an autobiography. An autobiography is the story of a person's life written or told by that person. Like Bill Pitt, an autobiography. Okay, a story of a person's life written or told by that person, by himself. Okay, that is called autobiography. Then comes a biography. Biography is the story of a person's life written or told by another person. Okay, like Eleanor by Barbara Cooney. Eleanor is a story of a person written by Barbara Cooney. Okay, then comes a fable is a story that teaches a moral or a lesson. It often has animal characters. Okay, like the tortoise and the hare, as you have heard, I think in your school times, in your childhood, tortoise and hare. These are fables. These stories gives us morals, and the characters are animals. Then comes fantasy. Fantasy novels are often set in the worlds much different from our own and usually include magic, sorcery, and mythical creature. Like the Harry Potter series, which is written by J.K. Rowling. Then comes a folktale is a story that has been passed down, usually orally within a culture. Okay, within a culture. Yes, it may be based on superstition and features supernatural characters. Folk tales include fairy tales, tall tales, tricksters' tales, and other stories passed down over generations, like Hansel and Gretel. Then comes legend. A legend is a story that has been handed down over generations and is believed to be based on history, though it typically mixes facts and fiction. The hero of a legend is usually a human, like King Arthur and the Round Table. Okay, then after that, there is a myth. What is myth? Myth is a traditional story that a particular culture or group once accepted and sacred and true. Okay? It is a traditional story that a particular culture or group once accepted, and sacred and true. It may center on a god, a supernatural being, and explain how something came to be, such as lightning or music or world itself. It is like example the Greek story of the Titan Prometheus bringing fire to humankind. You should go through this story. It's quite interesting. Then comes science fiction. Science fiction stories examine how science and technology affect the world. Okay, it is about all the stories which writes about science, which writes about technology, which writes about new stories, about technical and fiction science stories. Okay, the books often involve fantasy inventions. It can be about fantasies. Okay, that may be reality in the future. Okay, a fantasy can become reality in the future, and it can be about past also. The science technologies, about technologies. The example is The Left Hand of Darkness, which is written by Ursula Le Guin. Ursula Le Guin, Gun. Okay, there are number of science fictions written. You can go through all number of. Okay, thank you for watching.